this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Libra, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do a reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. All right, so let's see what's going on with your reading, Libra. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra. For their highest good, Spirit. For their highest good. This is for Libra. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, one more. All right. So you have regenerating rain. Clear the present. Clear the past. Heal the present. So let go of the past, you guys. Let it go. And I know that it's very hard to let go sometimes of the things that have happened to everyone, to us, to me, to, everyone. But sometimes you got to let it go. That's why they're asking you to take some time to clear the past, to heal from it, to just let it go and live in the moment, okay? You also have great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. Yes, definitely. Open that door. Take a risk. Do something different. Don't go with the same patterns over and over. Let's take a chance to do something different. They're like, do it. Just do it, So very nice. All right, you guys. So let's see what's going on. Libra, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra for their highest good. Deep breath, Libra. Deep breath. Here we go. One card for the current. This is for Libra for their highest good. One for the situation. One for the past. One for the what's hidden. Oh. Wow, you have a lot right now. You're showing a lot. One for the hopes and fears. Oh, one for the hopes and fears. Nice. One for what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Wow. All right. So as I lay down these cards right here, automatically you have 555. You have the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, and you have the 5 of Swords. So there is a lot going on in your mind right now. There's a lot that's going on in your life. You're not feeling the same as you used to be. You start off with the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is talking about, maybe you're feeling a lot of, you're feeling down, could be going through some kind of hardship also. But I feel like you're upset still, you've been hurt, you have worry about things. You have the 5 of Cups here for the situation. The 5 of Cups is talking about having the regret, not really having the regret, feeling disappointed, feeling like, things, the way things have gone, the things that you have done, or somebody around you, or just something that has happened in your life. You feel regret, you feel disappointed, you feel down about everything that has happened. Could also have been a grief, also some kind of grief. Then you have the Death card here, and this is the Death card. It's the number 13. Even though everybody thinks it's a bad number, it's not. You're going through a lot of changes. You're going through this big transformation, an ending, a beginning. Things have to change. Remember that, no matter what, we all have to go through these changes. Whether we like them or not, it's life. This is what we go through. And definitely you are going through a lot. You're feeling it, you're seeing it, you're going through it, okay? So there's changes here. So you are definitely going through this transition, this metamorphosis, this new end of a cycle that you're going through. You have the 9 of Wands here, and the 9 of Wands is about what's hidden. You've been hurt, you're trying to keep pushing forward, and you do, and you will. You know, your persistence. You have that persistence. You're finding your courage and you keep going and you're not giving up. You know, even though it's torn you down, it's been hurtful. You have the Ten of Cups here for the hopes and fears. You know, you want to be you want to be happy. You know, you want that inner happiness. You want that family, that total love and support from people. So then Libra, you have the Queen of Swords for the what you need to do now, and the Queen of Swords is saying that you need to set, maybe you need to set some kind of clear boundaries. Maybe you need to have better communication. We'll see why it's here. You have the Two of Wands here, and the Two of Wands is saying that you know, maybe you're planning something. You're trying to make plans for something. Maybe you already have these plans. Maybe they want. Maybe oh, it's in what you need to work on. So you do need to make some kind of plan. So very nice, very nice. You need to find your patience. There could be traveling here very soon. Just be patient. And I also feel like you could be making a decision about something. If you have something in your mind that you're trying to make a decision. You have the Five of Swords here. The Five of Swords is talking at the end. It's what the outcome is. And right now you're feeling a lot of conflict. There's a disagreement here. I just feel like there's just a lot of anger that you hold on to. You know, you're angry when you think about things. Maybe you're feeling frustrated or anxiety. So let's see what the cards say, okay? And then we'll go from there. So Libra, take what resonates with you, Libra, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra, 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 Libra. All right, here we go. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Spirit for Libra. This is for Libra. Wow. Wow. Okay. So, like I was saying, you know, in the beginning of when I was explaining these cards, that you really need to start going within, okay? Especially with this healing card right here. You know, it's telling you that you need to, you know, leave the past. And there are ways to leave the past, you know, trying to let go. You know, you really need to try to go within and meditate, do some breathing exercises, or just, you know, really clear your mind because you need to. Because you also have the Five of Cups here. Five of Cups is saying that you're still in this regret mode. You're still feeling disappointed. You know, not only are you hurt, you've been, you know, worried, but, you know, you're really in your mind a lot, constantly. You know, you're really not looking at any opportunities that are around you. You know, the Five of Cups is here. If you look at this Five of Cups, which is right next to it, you know, you look at the Five of Cups, you know, he's looking at these Five of Cups that are spilled over. She's not even looking at the cups on this one. She's just like, you know, I'm looking the other way, but I'm not looking at my home. I'm not looking at that bridge that I can cross over. You know, you're just very disappointed in something, you know, and they're asking you to really go within, really take that time to meditate, to clear your mind, because you have a lot weighing on you. I don't know who that was for, but, you know, you really need to pay attention to that, okay? You know, you just need to take some time to go within and reflect, okay? Because it's needed. Because you're too much into your thoughts. You're overthinking a lot. You know, you have this anger inside you. You have the regret. You have a loss. You know, you're feeling sad. You know, you're feeling hurt. You know, and sometimes it just takes time to. Sometimes it's just a time to just, like, you know, really be by yourself and really, like, you know, either have a good cry or meditate or do some breathing exercises, whatever it is, you know, but you really need to go within. You have the Five of Cups here. And why is the Five of Cups here? One more card. Wow, you got the Death card again. And you have the Knight of Wands. Okay. So, you know, the Death card is here, and the Death card is saying that there's been a lot of changes in your life. A lot of changes going on. You started off with the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is saying, like I said on this one, it's, you know, you're 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 feeling the regret, you're feeling the emotions, you're feeling the grief, you're feeling the loss, whatever it is. It could be something like, it could be something like, you know, I want to leave the situations, or you could be running away from a decision that you made, or a problem that you have, or an obstacle that you're going. Maybe you're running away from it. Maybe you don't want to deal with it. Maybe you just want to be like, okay, well, whatever. I don't have time for it right now. And they're asking you to really start changing the way you see it that way. Okay, because it's in your heart, it's in your mind. You're constantly thinking. You're constantly thinking. Now you have 555 here, and I understand. It's hard to deal with problems or worry. It's hard. It is very hard. But you're constantly in your mind. You're constantly, and you need to try to figure out how to leave that. Because if the Knight of Wands is here, right, and then you have the Five of Cups, it's like he's running away. He's running away from anything. He's moving forward, because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to deal with anything, and they're asking you to really start dealing with all these situations that are just hanging there. Because if you don't, they're just going to stay there, and it's going to keep you in this mode, and you don't want that. You do have the Death card again, and like I said, you're going through a big transformation. Change is needed here, and things have to change. You're coming to an end of a cycle, but they're asking you to start doing this, okay? Because, change is going to come in, but it's going to come in when you least expect it. You're going to go through this. You're not the same person you were before. You have changed a lot, and and sometimes I feel they're saying that you have a lot of regret, you have a lot of anger. You think about these things, and you make more than what it is, and you need to calm down and clear your mind and really see things, okay? Don't run away from your problems, and don't run away from any situations or obstacles. Start learning to deal with them, because that is what we do, what we need to do, because we're grown-ups. As much as we want to run away, we can't. We have to stay and deal with whatever is going on. And trust me, you're not the only person that's going through this, Libra. You're not the only, sign that's going through it. We're all going through this one way or another. People just don't want you to see it, okay? And then you do have the Death card again here, so there's definitely that ending, the beginning, the change, the transformation, the cycles, the metamorphosis, whatever you want to call it, it's here, okay? So be ready for it. And then you have the Nine of Wands here. And why is the Nine of Wands here for Libra? One more card. Okay, so you do have the Queen of Cups, and you have the Sun card. So good, good, good. You're moving forward. Okay, you're finding your courage. You're finding your confidence. So it's great. It's beautiful. That's what you need. Be positive in everything. Think positive. No matter what, think that it's positive. That things are just going to come in, and you're not going to have to, you're just going to keep going forward, okay? Change the way you're thinking, change the way you're doing things. So really take care of yourself and trust your intuition, okay? I know sometimes y'all don't trust y'all's instincts or your intuition, but you need to. You're very intuitive. You have the Sun card, and they're asking you to be positive, okay? Learn to be positive in all situations, whether they're good or bad. See the good in everything. You have the Ten of Cups here, and the hopes and fears. And why is the Ten of Cups here? Ah, that's nice. Okay, so you have the Three of Cups, so it's very nice. There's some kind of celebration here coming in, so it's nice. You do have the Ten of Cups. You're trying to move towards happiness, so it's good. In spite of this big transformation that you're going through, things are still going to get better for you. There are, this is just little setbacks that keep you from, doing things sometimes. And you got to learn to go within, to meditate, to, clear your mind. Once you start doing that, everything will start moving forward, because that's what you need. It doesn't matter what has happened. It's happened, it's been there, you've done it, so what? It's time to move on, okay? You are going to, all you want is this happiness, to be with your friends, your family. You want that divine love. You want that family contentment. You want that, the harmony, and there will be. There's celebration here. There's support from your friends and your family here. And there's that new beginning coming through. And that new beginning is like, you know what? I'm going to just take it and I'm just going to go and I'm not going to care what anybody thinks. And that's you. Okay. So it's good. It's very nice. You have the Queen of Swords for the, what you need to do now. One more card. Wow. You need to take care of yourself. Okay. You've been pushing forward and you're tired. You're in your mind a lot, just keep pushing forward. Don't give up on anything. Stand your ground. Speak your truth. Be confident and set boundaries, though, because you're carrying a lot on your shoulders right now. You're very overwhelmed. You're trying to do everything. You're trying to take care of the household, the bills, the kids, everything, and you really need to just set boundaries, clear boundaries, and communicate better to other people to help you. It's time to rest, too, and take care of yourself, and it really is. You can't just be doing everything and not resting. You can't just be feeling all this and then not resting. You really got to take the time to rest, okay? Wow, that's big. Also, too, I feel like for some of you guys, you need to stand your ground and really just stand up for yourself and what you believe in, okay? I really feel like also, too, you need to have that direct communication. Instead of going through somebody, I feel like you just need to be, direct. Like, start communicating. Start what you're thinking, what you're feeling, And then you have the Two of Wands here. And why is the Two of Wands and what you need to work on? Wow. Again. All right. So you are definitely making decisions, You're making a decision. You're trying to contemplate a decision here. You're wanting to make plans, but you need to be calm and you need to be, and you need to have patience, okay? I do feel like there is traveling here very soon. I feel like you know what you want. You're just not saying anything about it. You do have the Ten of Wands here. Again, the Ten of Wands says that, set boundaries, stop carrying everything. Stop caring about every single little thing. If it doesn't have nothing to do with you, then why do you care so much about it? Let it go. Let it go, you guys. It's going to eat you up. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be stressed out, okay? Really try to let a lot of things go and set boundaries because you need that. I feel like you're pushing yourself a lot and you're very overwhelmed. I feel like you're looking at everything. You're stepping back and seeing the whole thing. Like you're going through it with the fine tooth. Like, I shouldn't have done this. I should have gone over here. I shouldn't have done this. You can go through it over and over and over. But the thing is, it's already happened and you can't go back. Okay? So just remember that. I also feel for a lot of you guys, you're reviewing your finances and you're trying to find ways. I feel also, too, that a lot of you guys feel like you're not going to have enough. You will have enough. Things are going to fall into place for you. Okay? They always do. Okay? Remember that, Libra. And then you have the Five of Swords. And why is the Five of Swords here for Libra? Wow. Wow. Wow, definitely big, big, big. Okay, so the Judgment is here along with the Five of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. I do feel with the Five of Swords that there was a lot of conflict in your life. There's been conflict. There's a lot of disagreements. There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of, maybe bullying, sneakiness, I don't know. You feel defeated. You feel very defeated. I feel like you need to start controlling your emotions. Not really control them, but keep your emotions balanced. Because you're definitely going through a lot of change. Not only do you have the Judgment card here, you have the Transformation card here twice. There's a lot of stuff going on in your life right now. But you really need to. It's like the Judgment is here, right? And they're saying with the Judgment that, you're looking at things differently now. You're going to start waking up. You're going to start seeing a lot of things. Stop holding on to the past. Whatever it is, you continuously hold on to it. oh, they did this, they did that, she did this, he did that, they did that. I can't believe it. Let it go. Let it go. We're not in the past anymore. We're in the present. We're living today. Okay? All those chapters in the past, let it go. Let it go, you guys. Let it go. What's right now, what's today in the present is what you need to be doing. Okay? Because you're holding very strongly to this, and I don't know why. And it makes you angry, makes you frustrated, makes you have a lot of anxiety. And you are going through a lot of changes, so expect all this. Things are going to start moving forward, but it's up to you to leave all this anger, this regret, this sadness. All that needs to leave, because if you don't, you're gonna stay. It's gonna stay there. If you don't take care of the situations that are going on in your life, it's gonna stay there. You don't want to be like that. You don't. But no matter what, you're going to go forward, okay? No matter what, you're going to go forward. Even though you feel you're not going to feel like you will, okay, Libra? All right, Libra, don't forget to be patient and think positive and go within and try to meditate, okay? Clear your mind, clear your mind, get grounded, take a walk outside, whatever it is. Just take care of yourself, okay? All right, Libra, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.